everyone, Alan Owens here. Welcome back to a new video. I know in the last video I discussed and told you guys that we would be going over all the range of guns that are in the game. So in this one we're going to cover the 3 shotguns in the game, the Mozambique, the Peacekeeper, and the EVA 8 Auto. First off, we're going to start with the Peacekeeper. Lever action shotgun, arguably the most OP gun that a lot of people say outside of the Wingman in the game, as well as a lot of people say I can't hit my shots with this. As I said in the first video, if you guys want to practice your shooting, you might want to check that video out, but you want to go and do this all in training. I know a lot of people always say, force yourself into gunfights. You want to get used to basically how the guns work and basically what the guns can do before you force yourself into gun battles with them, because sometimes before you even shoot the first shot, you're down or you're eliminated from the game. So you want to come here, get used to the guns, get a general idea of what they look like, how they play, what kind of damage they do, and what you should expect from the guns. So more than likely you're going to be using the Peacekeeper at short to super short to maybe a little bit of medium range, just so you get a general idea. You can still hit 90 damage from this far. That was a nice little 60, little 50. We got a moving target, hit a 70. Generally, a headshot perfectly on, which for you to understand how the damage works is about particles that hit. So right under my reticle, you can see right now, that's all the particles, and that's the spray pattern of the particles all hitting. So nice little body shot, I hit them for 110. Headshot, you're looking at a nice little 165. Boom. Nice little 145, since I missed a few particles, 120. So a lot of people always tell me, hey, I'm jumping around. Why am I not getting the damage that all these high tier players are hitting? And it's the particles that hit. A lot of the times what happens is people just flick, and they're like, I'm not hitting. Like, why is it not? Why did I just hit a 40? I hit the guy dead on. They're all jumping around. They're just trying to flick. And, why am I just hitting a 20 there? And it's all about the particles that hit. As well as, when you're hitting particles at range, your spray pattern does get a little obscure. So this is the type of gun that if you're taking your time, especially in close battles, and you're not just going, oh my god, I can't hit, I'm hitting 10s, I'm hitting 20s, that's the biggest issue that I always see with this type of gun. What you want to do is, when you're jumping, take an opportunity to aim at your target. You got a moving target, take an opportunity to aim at it. Especially if they're at range, you're gonna want to aim at it. You can hip fire this gun no problem. If you gotta scope in, take an opportunity to scope in. You can do that while you're jumping. Okay? Now, the Peacekeeper is the type of gun that it's a high risk, high reward gun. You have some time in between shots because he's got to put it back in there with the lever. You got to hit that lever out, bring it back in. If you can't hit your shots, you're early on in the game, you don't know your sensitivity, you're running around, the EVA 8 might be for you. Now, why I say that is you're able to get so much spray out of this. You got basically a 2-for-1 in terms of fire rate between the Peacekeeper and the EVA 8. Actually, it might be 2.5. I gotta look up the numbers directly. But, you got that guy would be not boom, boom, boom. Headshot with this bad boy, you're looking at a nice little 90. As you see, the spray pattern has less particles. This gun is a little less demanding, and the reward might not be as high, but the floor is a lot better, because if you're jumping around and you go 2 pattern, you have a much better shot of putting that damage in when you 2-piece him or 3-piece him, as compared to you completely whiff. Like, let's say I whiff him, but then I go boom, 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 right on him, right on him, right on him. The biggest thing is, if you whiff your first shot, you can always just right away, boom, 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 Boom. The range on this gun isn't terrible either, you know. They're hitting some nice damage from range on these guns. And I think it's a very rewarding gun if, you know, you're not used to using a Peacekeeper yet, or you're one of those guys who's like, listen, I'm gonna need to spray down my opponents. I'm not a high reward type player. I know I'm not gonna hit my shots. The EVA 8 might be for you, okay? Last but not least, everyone's favorite shotgun, probably the best shotgun of them all, the Mozambique. You've ever landed somewhere, you got a Mozambique. Doesn't matter where you land, you got a Mozambique. This is going to be your first weapon basically every game you play. I can promise you that. This type of gun, I will tell you, early on, it actually is way more rewarding than people give it credit for. Now, when I say that, it's you got to hit your shots. 45 to the body, okay? You hit your target twice. Boom, boom, punch him. All you gotta do, punch him. If you can get 2 shots on him and you punch him, they're dead. You can slide into them, punch them, they're dead. Obviously, you know, 45 isn't crazy, you know, but it's a very consistent gun. It's got 3 particles that need to hit, okay? It's very rewarding if you get your shot. You 2-piece them with a headshot. It only has 3 rounds in the clip, but if you can hit your shots, you're good to go. The range on it obviously isn't the best either, but look at that. All 45s every single time. It doesn't matter as long as the 3 particles hit. Everyone always tells me, oh my god, I hate running on it, landing on this. But look, if I pick up a Mozambique here, I have a running target. He's dead. This will be the first gun you land on, so you might as well just get used to it. You might as well practice it. You know? Just make sure that you guys are getting your spray patterns down. Make sure you remember, this has 3 particles. God, this gun. Sometimes I think to myself, imagine you're in real life and this is the gun you land on. You're fighting for your life and you land on this gun. Oh, poor guys. Well, that's the basic assessment on all the shotguns. If you have a favorite shotgun, if you prefer the EVA 8 over the Peacekeeper, or you're one of those guys that's crazy enough where you're running double Mozambiques, you know, leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite shotgun is. And if this helped you get used to shotguns or make you decide what shotgun you wanted to use, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and come back for the next video when we discuss the light ammo guns and you guys get a better idea of how those guns work.